Hello, and welcome back to Cricket and Concord. As always, my name is Fabian, and this is the 7th Saga. Before we get started, I wanted to mention one thing that clicked with me a couple hours after playing yesterday, which is that I used the word gypped, and it didn't feel quite right to me at the time, and I couldn't put my finger on why, but in retrospect, it's probably because gyp is a shorthand for gypsy, and that using that word to replace the word cheated or robbed has some culturally insensitive implications that I can't really get behind, so in future I will be using a different word. With that said, let's get right into it. I have done a few things since last time. You will notice perhaps that I was level 10 yesterday when I quit. Now I'm level 12. And I have bought myself the strongest sword, the silk armor, and the incredibly powerful scarf. I also went back to, what was it called? Reblesk? And I bought myself 9 bee protects. And the reason I did that was because I noticed that in the store here, you can't buy them. They don't sell them here. And that worried me. And I figured if I was gonna grind a little money anyway, I might as well run all the way back to Reblesk and buy a bunch of bee protects. So now I have those, and I feel a lot safer than I probably should. The one thing I didn't realize until I had walked all the way back here was that in this town there's somebody with a sick kid, and back in Reblesk there was a merchant, I believe, who was supposed to bring like healing herbs down to this town, and I neglected to speak to him when I was up there, so I've been trying to decide if I want to walk all the way back to Reblesk again, just to see if that guy will give me herbs for this sick child. Where is that kid? Let's go find him real quick. I think he's probably in this house down here. I'm not 100% sure, but it feels right. Is it this one? No, this is Gaines' house. Is it this one? Oh, he's fine. The medicine tasted terrible. My child is completely recovered. Thank you, you saved the child. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay. Well, that's a load off my mind. I was really considering walking all the way back to Reblesk a second time. There are a couple of other things that I learned in the process. I have learned the spell Vacuum, which is not the kind of learn that I meant, but Vacuum is an insta-kill spell for 30 mana, and it worked the first time I used it, so I don't know what its success rate is, and I assume it's not going to work on bosses, but it's very cool to have. I also realized that Defense 2 doesn't buff my defense. It decreases the defense of my enemies, which is another part of the reason I went back and bought all of those bee protects. Was there something else? Bee Fire I still haven't tried out. I did buy an Exegate just in case I get stuck in a dungeon somewhere and I want to get out with all of my money. I have 1 gold right now, which is kind of hilarious. And the other thing, my lovely wife April told me that the defense command, which I'd previously been confused about because an NPC told me that defending increases your health and is therefore very useful, and when I tested that I didn't see that happening at all. April tells me that what it instead does is it buffs your offensive capabilities for the next turn. So you can defend one turn, and the next turn you can hit harder, which is super useful, actually, especially because defend works so well. Why don't you fight me and we'll try it out. Okay, yeah, this is actually a great place to try it. So let's do a normal attack here. 56 damage. Please don't hurt me too bad. Cool, okay. So 56 damage there. Now we'll defend. And we will punch the other one. 52 damage. Maybe the 56 was an especially high damage range? 27 damage. Yeah, the 56 must have been a double hit, no? Now I'm confused, because it doesn't seem to be working as advertised, but let's try this again. $112. Okay, that's definitely way outside the damage range I previously had. And it was a double hit, so even with a double hit, that's higher than I would have expected. Yeah, 62. Okay, so I don't know what happened that first time, but let's try it one more time. Yeah, okay, so that's definitely boosting my damage capabilities pretty well. The other thing I want to test is if it also boosts my magic attack, which will be a little harder to try out. I think I still have to find androids for that. Okay, so regular fire, 43 damage. Please don't hurt me too bad. Okay, defend. Didn't work, good. And now fire again. What was that, 43 damage? 63 damage. So I think that's also working on magic, which would be really cool. And kind of busted, because some of my spells do ridiculous amounts of damage. Let's go heal at the inn and then try that again on something else. Just to make sure. Yes, feed me. I have done nothing today. I also love that I've already made 130 gold. It is nice to be around enemies that actually pay me to fight them. One of you fight me. Okay. So let's try this magic thing again. Fire. Ah, okay, very helpful. A lot of information there. The other upside of being level 12 and having all of these defensive items is that I can just try stuff out now without fear of death. Okay, dude. I can't learn if you just dodge. Oh, man. Okay. I'm really tempted to just defend and then Firebird, but I don't have a point of comparison really for that. Please just, okay. 66 damage. So that was a normal hit without defend, and previously I had two different fire spells that had done about 40 damage and about 60 damage. So it looks like 60 to 40 is still within the range of my normal fire spell. Which isn't great for, okay, thank you, for trying to get information. But just having seen what we've seen so far, I think the implication is that magic does not get buffed by defending. Oh, thanks, that's actually kind of helpful. Okay, stand still. 57. That's still within the 46 to 66 range. So yeah, okay. So it's definitely buffing my physical capabilities, and like by a lot, by much more than I expected. I thought maybe, I don't know, 20% would be reasonable, 25% would be reasonable, maybe even 30%, but it looks bigger than that. Okay, I'm just going to the inn anyway, so check this out. It doesn't look as cool as Firebird, but it sure does work. Alright. Potion 1 gave up. I'm still curious about what Bee Fire does, because I haven't used one of those before. And I think there's an item in this shop that I have not tried either, so maybe we'll pick those up and then we'll get on our way. Because I am curious to get to, what's it called? Zellis, I believe, is the next town, and the NPCs have informed me that perhaps there are friends to make there. So far I'm really liking Olvan. He seems like such a nice person compared to the people who are mean to me because I'm a demon. Yeah, let's buy this. I have no clue what this is. Bee fossil. Is there earth magic and that buffs earth magic? I have no clue. Let's bee fire, bee protect, bee fossil. How many items do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have had 9 items before. I'm still trying to figure out how many items I can actually carry at once. What was my thought about bee fossil? Power, guard, magic, speed, weapon, defense. Okay, I don't see something here that bee fossil could be an analog or a wrong word for, in the same way that protect was the wrong word for defense. Let's see where this goes. I'm going to try to avoid the enemies here because I have learned that they can petrify me, and that's not great. Which reminds me, that was the other thing I learned, is that antidotes supposedly, and when I say learned, I mean I was told by some of the people in the Discord. I've been trying to avoid learning anything outside of the game, but you know, sometimes you look into the Discord and some information pops out at you, and that's that. Is this worth it? Let's see what this does. Oh, okay, so this is a spell item, right? Yeah. Oh, wow, and it's dodgeable. Very cool. So bee fossil must be petrify then, no? Let's try that immediately. Is this vacuum? Yes, this is petrify. Okay. That's cool. I mean, I have that spell, right? It just costs me 10 mana, but... Neat! Okay, that's another thing I've realized. So those red lines... Oh wow, you can pop out of Petrify. I didn't know that either. We are learning today. What was I gonna say? Right, so I was curious about the sort of that red spell that got cast on me, and sometimes a blue spell. Well, the blue spell effect happened when I used Bee Protect, right? And the red spell effect happened when enemies cast, I think that was defense down on me, and I was thinking about it and realized that in Pokemon, especially the later ones, where you can have a stat that your Pokemon is good at and a stat that your Pokemon is bad at, those are colored in red and blue, and I think the Japanese convention is that red is bad and blue is good. I always mix those up, so that's not super great for me, but my assumption is that red spell effects are debuffs and blue spell effects are buffs. Where is the next town? Is it up here? I've not been over here yet. Okay, it must be south. It makes sense that it will be south, but this is a big place. I feel like I'm kind of getting off the track here, but... these are the guys who can petrify you, so I am just gonna... I'm show you Ice too because the animation's cool. Ice. By which I mean ice. That's not that funny, is it? I have an odd predilection for jokes that aren't actually funny. I don't really need to cast here, do I? Well, where am I at with 43? So my good spells cost 12 mana. So how many 12 mana spells can I cast here? 3 times 12 is 36, so I wouldn't be able to cast a 4th 12 mana spell, so I might as well use this. I can cast 2 fire or ice spells before I have to start thinking about maybe not being able to use use 3 of my 12 mana spells. This place is big. I'm really feeling suspicious that I should have gone more directly south to find Zellis? Zellis. I'm looking at my notes and it says Zellis. For some reason I wanted to say Zelsk, but I feel like, is that a Dragon Quest town? That might be a Dragon Quest town. My brain latches onto words sometimes and won't let them go. Okay, something's up here. It's probably gonna be a dungeon, with my luck, but... okay, I don't want to cast a spell here, because I want my... Nice, beautiful. Yeah, that would've sucked. I would've been... How do we say? Mildly irritated. By wasting that 12 mana. You, however, I will absolutely blast. Here we go. Because I don't think I can use an antidote on myself if I'm petrified. Whoa, you can cast ice? Well, that's good to know. Oh, making some money. Okay. Oh, nice. This is a town. What is this? Zellis, though? Hi. Did you come to Zellis to look for a fortune? I did not. I came to Zellis to look for friends. Let's see, what do I have in my notes about Zellis? There is supposedly a rune here, and also companions. Let's see what's in the store. Ooh, a new layout. Okay, but there's nothing in here? What, does he sleep on this carpet? Hello, you have a lot of weapons. Yes, you do. Oh my goodness. Anger sword, nature sword, tide staff. Will drop your... Well, yeah, presumably it's a magic booster. Maybe not. By 9, okay. What am I doing on money? I know I don't have a lot because I spent it all on bee protects. So I have 450. I am nowhere near that. And I don't feel too bad about that because I did just grind money for the ones that I do have. And I'm quite happy with them at the moment. Oh hey, aren't you a person I know? I'm not going to talk to you yet. I'm going to look at this first. Let us process the things we want to process. What is this X naming scheme? X-tree? Extra. Cross-tree. Cross-tree? I really don't understand what this means. It's 2 points better than my silk scarf, which is not my silk scarf, my silk shirt. Hello. Sorry, but solitary traveling suits me better. You don't want to be my friend, I guess? Okay. Well, I already can do magic. I assume she was the magic person, so... Bummer. Hello. This is the House of Healing. Okay. You don't have anything cool to say to me? Can I talk to you from a different direction and you say something else? No, that was a later games convention, I guess. Oh. I also realized that I have not been looking at things. This is just an ordinary box. Okay. I'm not going to stress about that. I will look at things when they seem suspicious. Oh, that was suspicious. Okay. Hello. Once I find the treasure, I'll make my son a king. Does he want that? Is he suited for that? Hello, welcome to our store. How can I help you? Let's see. Antidote, magic water. 1200? Oh, magic water. This must refill your water. Refill your water. This must refill your mana by everything to full, right? And it's nice that I can buy mirrors again, too. I'm just gonna get one of these, to be honest. It was really nice to have one when I had one. Does that mean I have 10 items now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Yeah, okay. Still really enjoying the music in this game. It's so peaceful. I'll be a millionaire when I find Melanum. That's the Atlantis-like city, right? Great treasure is hidden there, and I'll get it. Not just good treasure, it's great treasure. Hello. I don't remember clearly, but I think you'll find the answer you are looking for in Melanum. I don't even know what the answer I'm looking for is. I don't even know what my question is, but thank you. Also, another thing that clicked with me is that this guy's species, I guess, is... It says Tetujin, right? But I believe we're losing the letter S in translation, maybe because of a character limit, and what he actually is a Tetsujin, which is the Japanese for Iron Man. Yeah, here we go. There are about 30 Tetsujin in the world, so I'm just going to keep pronouncing it like that because I'm 99% sure that's the case. I envy Tetsujin for their immortality. I wish I were Tetsujin. I wish I were Iron Man. Okay, but you're like a cool lizard alien or something. Which, like, you're not losing that much by being a lizard alien instead of a robot. That's still cool. I guess cool isn't what he's going for. He's going for living forever. Rumor says Brantu, a historian, found the entrance to Melanum. That seems worth writing down. Historian Brantu. And I will draw an arrow to my note about Melanum. Melanum, great treasure, Atlantis in the west. That was my Melanum note. Hello, sir. This was a deserted town until the ruins of Melanum became a sensation. Now we have many people visiting the town from the continent. But isn't Melanum in the ocean? Is this a port? Perhaps this is also a port. Welcome to my inn. Oh, yes, I would. Thank you. Have some food and sleep well. There's just something especially charming. I know I've said this before about being offered food at the inn, like explicitly. I'm Brantu. I live in Brush and study the lost civilization of Melanum. I found the entrance to the lost civilization. I know how to enter, but I can't get close to the entrance because of the monsters. Will you go there with me? Sure. I'm glad you can come with me. You'll be a great help. We can't waste time, so let's get going. The Cave of Melanum is located on the west of the continent. I am on the west of the continent. The entrance is deep inside the cave. Oh. Well, okay. That plot hook was resolved very quickly. Can I talk to you? No, I can't turn around. I'm gonna sneeze. Never mind. Wow. I was already thinking about what I was gonna have to do to edit that out. There was gonna be a jump in the music and everything, but it was a fake sneeze. I'm sorry, but I can't travel with you. I have a hard time trusting you. Man, like, whatever. Speciesist. It would have been nice to be a healer, but I don't want a healer who can't decide whether to stab me in the back or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool. I've heard of the runes before. They are supposed to give their owner magic power. I'll be the greatest scholar when I learn why Melanum vanished. You won't, though, because Brantu is with me, and I will learn that. Will you buy me a topaz when you find the treasure of Melanum? If you give me a topaz, I will tell you a secret. Were those the 300 gold ones? The 200 gold ones? I feel like those are cheap, and I can just bring her one right now. Are you also trying to find Melanum? Maybe. It's me, Camille! I've been looking for you. I wanted to ask you to join me. My decision is not final. I will come back and talk to you once I was gonna say once I've spoken to the other people, but okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna see who else is in here that I can talk to who could potentially join me. If there even is somebody else who is down to be friends with a demon. Hello. I hear there is a great treasure with mysterious power called the Wind Rune in the Cave of Melanum. Well, that's what I figured. Somebody said there was an interesting job in Zellis, and I guess they were referring to, I already forgot his name, Brantu. I guess they were referring to Brantu's request to hire me. Also, I think I've explored all of this town, and the only person who was down to join me was Camille. You don't want to join me, do you? No. Okay, well, I guess Camille is our buddy now. I think I'm okay with that. It's a little less interesting than I would have hoped, because, like, a warrior, I don't know. Tell me what you're... oh, okay. So you already have a very good weapon. And you can wear heavy armor, and you have a shield. What is your deal? You're level 13. He has MP. Let's look at this. 43, 39, 43, 42, 16, 16. I'm going to say that one more time so I can try to remember it. 43, 39, 43, 42. 43, 49, 43, 42. Okay. Wow, his power and his magic are higher than me. In fact, my only better stats is speed. And my magic amount, I guess. Fire, heal, purify. Firebird and heal 2. Wait, this is actually really good. This is pretty much exactly what I need. I was looking for a healer. I guess Purify is a debuff remover. It's nice that he also has Firebird and Fire. Okay, I'm actually happy with this. This is pretty good. I would like to meet somebody, how do I say, more interesting, if you know what I mean, because, I don't know. I guess, like, a paladin type is not super exciting. Oh, he has his own... Oh, no, that's just because, I was gonna say he has his own inventory, and I found that interesting, but... Attack power by 3. What about this? Attack power by 5. Interesting. I wonder what the trade-off with the axe is, outside of the fact that it does slightly less damage. Does it have a lower hit rate? I feel like that is usually the thing. Let's have a look at items. Okay, our items are still shared. What else can I do here? Go to the item shop and see if they sell topaz. Was it up here? Sir, thank you. Ah, no, it was the other way. Sorry, man. Okay. Well, I guess I did want a healer. Welcome to our store. Oh, of course I can't afford. Topaz is 500? You want 500 of my gold, woman? Where are we at here? I have 200 gold, 250 gold. I want to try out Camille outside, and I think once I've done that, I'll have enough money for a topaz. Let's have a look at the map. Yeah, okay, so it looks like the cave we're looking for is just going to be over to the west. I want to go south and explore down there a little bit because I didn't really do that. And I would not like to miss something. Oh, okay, he looks kind of cool. He looks a little bit like a robot. Is that like his neck plating? His helmet's a little weird. Oh, I like his attack animation, actually. Ooh. Okay, having two people is brutally overpowered right now. Which is nice because I really just want to explore a little bit. Let's see. Can we actually... No, okay. I was thinking maybe we could take out one of these androids in one round now, but That was actually quite efficient. Really nice. Really nice. And I can't rearrange my party, can I? No. Okay. The reason I say that is because in a lot of other RPGs, there's a convention where the character in front gets hit more than the character in the back, but I assume that's not the case here simply because there's no option to rearrange them. What is the smart way to do this? I mean, I have... Yeah, okay. Nice. Nice. That's really good. So I don't even have to risk being petrified anymore. Let's look at the map again. Interesting. So I was thinking that the sort of darker green, not the darkest green, but the darker green was mountains, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Let's fight this guy. 21, that's a little sad. Oh, 70 damage, alright. I do want to test one more thing related to the map, which is that I want to know if the darker green is just the first layer of ocean, or if I can actually stand on it. It looks like I can stand on it. Okay. So they just colored it that way because it's more interesting. I'll take another look at that when I'm at the next little bit of ocean. It might be potion time. Actually, instead of using a potion, let's try out Camille's healing spell. Heal 1. How much does this heal? 40 HP. That's great. Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, so that's like pretty much correlates to a regular herb. Or a herb 1. Potion 1. Potion 1. Let's use the right words for those. I'm a little confused here because it looks like on the map that you can go further south than I have gone here. I'm going to circle around to the right a little bit and see if I can get below these mountains or not. Just out of curiosity. I'm feeling very 50-50 about Camille's color scheme. Like, I like... Teal and orange is a good combo, right? Like, the teal is a little bit garish, but the way they... I think they're perfectly contrasting colors, according to the color wheel. But the way it's laid out, I don't know. I feel like they could have put a little more orange on, like, his chest plate, maybe. Or even his boots, but... yeah, it's alright. It's alright. I wonder if people have done ROM hacks where they've recolored the sprites. I guess it's just his shoulder pads that are orange and his out-of-battle sprite, so it makes sense. These guys should not even be coming at me anymore. Okay, alright. Have a little respect. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just on a level right now where it does not matter what I run into. I assume the difficulty is going to go back up once I'm headed to Melanim. Okay, it looks like I can go south here. Or not. Let's check the map one more time. Okay, well... alright, I'm going to give up on that idea. It doesn't look like I can go south anymore, and... I would like to get on to something a little more exciting. It was still worth going on a little wander because I was looking for that topaz money. How do people pronounce topaz in America? I feel like I've heard people say topaz, but like the way that sounds is so unappealing. Topaz. You know what I mean? Versus sort of the British English topaz. Topaz. There are a lot of American pronunciations that I don't really like. And the goal of language is just to communicate, not to be correct, so find the way you like to say things and say them like that. But, that's just, like, my opinion, man. Let's see. How far away am I? I should be pretty close. Does this one dot want to fight me? No. I'm kind of amazed that none of those dots wanted to come at me. They're following me now. I had some theories earlier on about the dots on the crystal ball and their movement. I may as well chat about that a little bit while I'm here, even though I'm almost at the town again, but I was watching them earlier, just kind of sitting there and looking at them a little bit, and let's do that for a sec. So some of them seem to have kind of like a patrol range, right? They have kind of a loop that they make. They go in a little circle, and they don't really deviate from that unless you bump into them. Some of them will go sort of back and forth in their little area. See how they're just kind of wandering around? Some of them will come towards you in a certain pattern, sort of that little wavy pattern, like this one here that just attacked me. And some of them will sort of spawn in one of the corners and just come straight for you. So like you can see there in the top left, they're moving a little differently, but this one that's coming after me now is targeting me very specifically, like I was gonna say like a Pac-Man ghost, but the 4 Pac-Man ghosts have very specific behaviors. I just watched a very long video about that. There's this guy called Tim Rogers, and he runs actionbutton.net or actionbutton.com. And he's been in the video games industry since before I was alive. And he does these really amazing, like 4 or 5 hour long deep dives into the history and development and mechanics of games. They're really, really interesting. He did one on Doom. That was his first one. He did one on Doom that was, I want to say, like 5 hours long, in which he talked about the history of it and his connection to that series and his experience with it and the level design and the actual game mechanics of it, because he's been like a video games journalist and a game developer and a freelancer and just kind of all kinds of stuff. And one of the things that makes him particularly interesting to listen to is that he has one of those messed up memories where he remembers literally everything that has ever happened to him in perfect detail, which sounds so brutal to experience, but it makes him a really, really, really interesting person to listen to for 4 hours. But yeah, he did one about Pac-Man semi-recently, in which he, for part of the video, explained the behaviors of all of the Pac-Man ghosts, and that made me think about how the crystal ball works and how the monsters move in it. You're the one who wanted a topaz, right? Tell me a secret. Item. Can I give it to you like this? No. Do you just not want it until after Melanin? Okay. Well, alright. Whatever. Some people just, I don't know, man. Some people. Let's consolidate our objects here. Oh, I think I might even be able to buy a ruby. A whole ruby. Yes. Was there something for 1,000 gold that I wanted to buy in the store? I don't think so. I think they were much more expensive than that. How am I on consumables? 9 potions, 6 M herbs, 9 B protects because I'm cool and smart and well prepared. Mirror ruby, okay. Yeah, alright. Let's... Do I need to go to the inn? I just went to the inn, right? Yeah, okay. Was there anything else I wanted to do in this town? I did want to go to the weapon shop and check what their prices were again, but I'm very certain that I can't actually afford anything here. Let's see. Yeah. How much would is the trade-in price for this? We must also have 1,300. Okay, so I'm not there. Okay. Alright, I don't get anything out of saving, really. What am I looking for? Money. 55. We share that, right? Yes. Okay. Alright. Boy, it's cold in this room. I had to turn off my space heater because it makes a lot of noise, and I'm... Oh, my knees are cold. My feet are cold. I'm not a fan. So I think I'm gonna try to make it to the entrance of Melanim, or at least to the cave, and then I will probably end this video. I'm gonna keep playing immediately, I think. I want to try to make sure that the videos I upload aren't all an hour and a half long, you know? Try to be a little reasonable about it. Like, I'm having fun here, and I know that the people who are going to watch them are going to watch them regardless, but, clicking on a video that's 45 minutes feels very different from clicking on a video that's an hour and a half long. Wow, what are you? This thing is cool. I'm afraid of it. Let's do a round of defending just to see what it... Oh, no. Please don't. Okay. Interesting. So this time the mirror blocked it, but it didn't reflect it. Oh my gosh. Okay, this guy is... really wants to mess with that. Ooh, cool animation. Okay, good. Good. 2. Okay. 8. Interesting. This guy's like... Okay. Alright. Let's, you defend, you attack. What?! Okay, this is a big... Well, let's just... Please. Please just die. No. Okay. Wow. I can't believe that hurt so much. Ice. 2! Okay, he's at least killable. Okay. This is doable. Wow. Why is it that every time I say I'm going to end the video, something incredibly dramatic happens immediately? That was crazy. Yeah, despair is a good name for that. Wow. So he must have crit me, right? Like, that's not... What was that, 140 damage? Oh, no. Oh, I am in danger. How much money do I have? I have 270 gold. Alright, let's just... Oh, I can't actually. I was gonna fire to this guy, but... Okay, good. And I think he just dies here. Yes. Okay, I'm a little scared. Potion 1 gave up. I guess I could have used a potion immediately. I'm gonna use one here. Okay, just let me get back to town. Okay. I don't think I'll die here because I'm in This is not ideal. Okay. Should be okay. Should be fine. Cool. He didn't petrify me. Wow, 24 damage though. If I had missed that second hit, I could have been in danger. Even though I think that 24 damage was on a high range. Wow. Okay, let's go try out the House of Healing and find out how much it costs to be revived. So I assume cure, yes, okay, to heal. It costs 260 gold to revive him. That's a lot of money. Does it correlate to anything? He's level 13. I have a suspicion that it costs 2 times your level times 10. Because he's level 13 and twice 13 is 26, times 10 is 260. That's my immediate thought. It may not be true, but we will take that. And you know what? We still ended up with more money than we started with. How many items do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. I was hoping that I had 10 items still, because then I could go back here and buy a gem, and that would tell me if 10 items is the limit or not, but I guess we don't learn that this time. Alright, so I'm going to park myself at the exit of the town here, and we will call it here for now. Oh, whoops, I should go back in there. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to call it here for the moment, and I'm probably going to record the next video immediately. I want to take a break and refresh myself, take care of physical stuff, body things. But yeah, once again, thanks for joining me on this little adventure. This was a cool little segment, even though I feel like I did a lot of... I spent probably the first half hour just kind of wandering around. But we have Camille now, which is cool. He brings some good stuff to the party, even if he is not, I want to say, the most exciting addition to the party that we could have had. I kind of wanted, like, my main character is the demon, right? Which is already, I don't want to say a weird choice, but I have the feeling that he's a little bit off meta after looking at Camille's stats. And so I wanted a partner who was also a little, shall we say, quirky. And Camille, as what I would call a paladin slash traditional hero, is a very straightforward kind of guy. I'm not unhappy with the fact that I have him, because again, like, he's clearly useful, and he brings a lot to my little party. But yeah, I wanted someone weirder. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it here for now. Thanks again. Have a nice one, and subscribe.